Okay, we're recording. This is show number 8. I'm going to put my hat on because I don't like the way I look. Oh, it doesn't fit very well. No, never mind. Forget the hat. Okay, we're talking about the importance of choosing an assumption in your life, things that you assume about yourself and the world around you that most helps you to care deeply, honestly, and actively. Care about yourself, all others, the earth, and what's beyond the earth. Now, what's going to help you ain't going to help me. Maybe you're a Zen Buddhist, and your faith in Zen Buddhism is the caring perspective that most helps you. Maybe you're into making a good living for you and your family. This is what you would be doing that would be caring, because this is how maybe you express caring. And I might do it totally different. I might express caring by the willingness to live as simply as possible. Each person has got to define it for themselves. It doesn't change the fact that caring is what it's all based upon. So let's take a look at some of the different ways a person might care. I'm going to start with this song, this story. It goes like this. We heard the distant drumming up on the mountain high. We saw the lone man dancing. He was silhouetted against the sky. The pale moon shone behind him as he danced his eerie song. The clouds, the mountains, and the trees, they all seemed to dance along. Celebrate the dance, celebrate the dance. He said, I dance for the wrongness, and I dance for what is right. I dance for the darkness, and I dance for the light. I dance for separation, and I dance for unity. I dance for all of us, and I just plain dance for me. Celebrate the dance, celebrate the dance. Well, slowly every one of us, we face our separate fears. We dance for our laughter, and we dance for our tears. We dance for the flying and the death that cannot be. We dance for the dying, the chains, and being free. Celebrate the dance, celebrate the dance. He said, I cannot end the dancing, because the dancing goes on and on and on. And every time I turn around, I dance to a brand new song. I dance for enlightenment, and I dance for the fall. I dance for the wonder and the mystery of it all. Celebrate the dance, celebrate the dance, celebrate the dance, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate the dance. Okay, here's a perspective that's more pantheist, more of an earth religion type of a perspective. The next story I'm going to have, I call it the Christ song. What would Christ possibly have learned in his dancing? And it goes like this. He wondered about the sorrow, and he wondered about the pain. He wondered why a loving God would let us be insane. Oh, the changes. Oh, the changes. He knew that God is loving, and he knew that God is wise. He wondered, why does a loving God tolerate all the lies? Oh, the changes. Oh, the changes. So then he learned the dancing, and he danced round and round and round. Then he learned the dancing, and soon he left the ground. And now he reaches out and touches us with our sorrow. Now he reaches out and touches us with our pain. Now he reaches out and he touches us whenever we're insane. Oh, the changes. Oh, the changes. Someday, you and I, we too will learn the dancing. And we'll dance round and round and round, and we too will leave the ground. Oh, the changes. Oh, the changes. Some folks will make their changes easy. Some of us, we're going to make our changes hard. But all of us, we've got to make our changes as we reach for the stars. Oh, the changes. Oh, the changes. I call that the Christ song. That's a different perspective. But how about this one? It's neither. It's just a man trying to figure out how to fit things together and not always doing such a good job. It goes like this. Old man sitting up on top of a hill, contemplating how he never will be completely wise, know the truth from lies, ever be completely fulfilled. The old man's got a gentle peace, a gentle laughter and a gentle ease. He says it's okay to have fun. Our work is never done, and more than likely our living has just begun. Now, sometimes the old man loses his cool. He rages around and he acts the fool. He says, I get angry a bit whenever I forget that love is the reason for it all. We can choose love as the reason for it all. Loving man, won't you rest a while? I know that worry is not your style. I know you sold yourself to love long time ago, and now it's only love that rules your soul. But loving man, won't you stay with me? Please don't fly, please don't be free. Loving man, won't you stay in life's dance? Please, loving man, it's all that I ask. Loving man, come here, just sit. You're not so young and you're not so fit. I know you say that death cannot be, but loving man, you never quite convinced me. Loving man, won't you stay with me? Please don't fly, please don't be free. Loving man, won't you stay in life's dance? Please, loving man, please, loving man, please, loving man, it's all that I ask. It's not representing any one particular philosophy or religion or perspective. It's just one person trying to figure out and says, I don't know what it's all about. I just choose to believe in those things that most help me to care. And that's what this whole set of programs is about. Maybe we'll never figure it out, but we can choose. We can choose to take on assumptions about ourselves and the world around us that most help us to be caring for ourselves and all others. I have a story. It kind of brings in Christianity and reincarnation. And I probably have used the story in some of the shows in the past. I don't feel bad about using the same story over and over again. After this particular show, I'm probably going to start the musical Thumb or No Thumbs, and you're going to hear some of these stories in a different context. But I am going to use this one story. It goes like this. Oh, I think a plane just flew by. The story goes like this. It was 3 lifetimes ago. The good Christ had long been dead, but he rose up again. That's what all of us Christians have said. They were killing us Christians. They were murdering us, knocking us off right and left. I was sitting in the middle of an arena and they released a lion. And this is what I said. Oh, please don't eat me. You must have better things to do. This Christian martyr makes lousy Christian stew. I know you ain't been fed for at least a week and a day, but I am stringy and I am tough, so please, please stay away. Well, it was the next lifetime, a turn of the wheel, and this lifetime I was a French-Canadian wife. My husband was out hunting while there was still just a little bit of light. I heard an ominous roar coming from way up in a tree. I looked up and saw a mountain lion getting ready to devour me. I said, oh, please don't eat me. You must have better things to do. This Christian martyr makes lousy Christian stew. I know you ain't been fed for at least a week and a day, but I am stringy and I am tough, so please, please stay away. Now, it's this lifetime, and I generally avoid zoos. I mean, considering the circumstances, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't even like cats. They even make me sneeze. I don't want them walking in my house or climbing up in my trees. I mean, God, don't you think enough is enough? These lions and lifetimes, you're playing kind of rough. I was sitting by the fireside when outside I heard a dull roar. Shaking and a trembling, I got up to answer the door. Outside there was lightning, and outside there was a storm. And outside there was a teeny weeny little pussycat just a-begging to be let in and be warm. I said, "Oh, come on in. I guess it's what you need. And I'll look around to see if there isn't something you can eat." And all of a sudden I realized that that's exactly where it's at. Until we learn to love and care, we're going to have to keep coming back and back. I said, "Now please don't eat me. You must have better things to do. This Christian martyr makes lousy Christian stew. I know you ain't been fed for at least a week and a day, but I'm stringy and I'm tough, so please stay away." What are you doing? You're jumping up in my lap. You're making that funny kind of motor sound. You're purring. Well, okay, I guess I can pet you a little bit, but don't think that you're going to be staying. Well, you could stay for a little bit. And that's the story. That's the story that combines reincarnation with Christianity. Folks, I'm not trying to talk you into taking on Christianity. I'm not trying to talk you into taking on reincarnation, but I am trying to talk you into taking on assumptions that most help you to care. And if it helps you to be a more caring individual, to take on something that's totally different, that's way beyond your traditional beliefs, your traditional assumptions that you make, then do it. Take on the ones that most help you to care. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this particular show. You and your entire... I wish I knew you. I really do. I mean, everybody out there has a unique and wondrous story. I love the stories in people. I love the differences and how they see differently and believe differently, how they feel and think differently, how they react to the same thing, but they would react differently. I love the differences, and I wish I knew you, and I wish I knew your stories. But this is the best I can do for right now. But listen up. You and your entire family, you have a good life. Live well and love well. Until the next time I'll catch you around, this is Storyteller Greg saying goodbye and have a good life. That's it.